Hello and welcome. This is Reagan with Captis 3D, and today I'm here to talk about Captis 3D's menu-based solutions for residential real estate. So let's take a look. Alright, so here is a two-story capture from the floor plan view in Matterport. This is a Matterport link and model, and we'll do a side-by-side comparison of Matterport's model and then compare it to Captis 3D's menu-based model that we put together for it. So here's the floor plan view. As you can see, we're on floor 2 now. We can go to floor 1. But as you'll see, the basis of this capture was to build a specific set of assets throughout the house, both on the interior and exterior. And as you can see from the dollhouse here, this was captured with the Matterport Pro 3. It was fully captured on both floors, garage, indoor and outdoor. So it was a great capture, and it came out beautifully. The Matterport Pro 3 does an amazing job with vivid detail and exterior outdoor capture, allowing measurements and 3D point cloud extraction. So very impressed with the camera. We've been using it since it came out in September. We got ours in November and done several captures and been blown away by the quality, but we can talk about that at a later time. For now, this is the Matterport model, and what I want to highlight here is with this model, you've got a ton of information inside, and I'll go over that in a bit with our solution. But just want to note that as you come through here, there's a lot of links, a lot of assets. You can see here that we have Centrique insights being used for some of our model and serial numbers. So you can link the approximate age, the expected useful life remaining, a lot of good details through Centrique, and I highly recommend looking into them. But as you first notice, when you get in here, everywhere you go, you're overwhelmed with just, matter tags everywhere. It's a lot of information if you have a lot of links, and I believe there are 60 or 70 different matter tags in this model from first, second floor, and the exterior as well. And so what we have done essentially, and you can see the difficulty in getting in here, is everywhere you go you want to access the model, but you're hit with a matter tag. So as you get into the house, you can see that there are matter tags everywhere. Like I said, there are anywhere from links to the cabinet builder to information on the cooktop you can see here. So a lot of good stuff. This becomes a living, breathing asset management tool for the home, and also is really helpful for things like warranties, manuals. Here you can see that we linked a video to how to use the new Hitachi advanced thermostat for the heat pump system. So there's a lot of good stuff in here. However, I will say that without having a way to have a menu or something to look at these assets in an organized fashion, you're really kind of at the mercy of point and click navigation. Unless you go to an aerial view, which we just looked at. It's quite clunky due to the amount of information in here. So you're either pointing and clicking, or you're going asset to asset. And you're pulling up information as you see it visually. Now, with the Captis 3D menu-based solution, we have a different experience altogether. And this is the same exact Matterport capture. We just take it, we kind of tweak it, and customize it for the individual experience. And as you can see here, rather than having the standard dollhouse or floor plan view to start, we have all these options down here, of course. Like I said, just like Matterport, this is a Matterport capture. It's just kind of overlaid with a custom menu model. So we have all the functionality of the Matterport model here. But we have the ability to start off with a 360 pano here, and it really gives you an idea where you are spatially. It's orientated to the north here, as you can see in the lower right. And you can even have some fun links on here to kind of give you an idea where things are north, south, east, and west. So we've got some local breweries linked around here. If you want to pull up the local brewery here, You can pull that up. So it gives you a lot of functionality. You can get as creative as you'd like with this, and it's a lot of fun to build. It also gives you a segue into the house. This is how we get in. As opposed to having to go to the lower left, you can drop right in here and have a starting point at the front door. And also information on us, our LinkedIn and our YouTube page. In the upper left, if you are a client or doing this for a client, you can link your information. This is Captis 3D site. We've already shown that. So you can have a web-based link in the upper left for a client if you're building for a client. And then the upper right is where all the good stuff happens. So we've got the menu-based setup here, and you can kind of minimize it here in the upper right to clean it up, or you can expand it. And it's got a lot of functionality built into it here. It's really cool. You can build your custom hex colors for a company. You can make it as wild or as mellow as you like in terms of color scheme. And you can even add custom button functionality. Here is a custom button to the builder of the home, Kingston Homes. And this links the model number, and it gives information on the build. Now, you can come up with a PDF floor plan, of course, here from the builder, or as we all know as Matterport users, you can come up with a floor plan extracted from the Matterport capture as well. So there's a lot of options there. You've got search functionality here. So if you want to search for a bedroom, it'll pull up all the bedrooms. And as you see, as you type into the search, it expands the menu that we're going to talk about here next. And you can see all the bedroom options. Or if you want to find the closets, here's all the closets in the house. So it really gives you functionality in a variety of ways. Getting away from the search, you can see the floor one. Now you can see as we get into the house, or we can go through the entry here, that now we are at the front door and you're outside, obviously with the exterior capture. And let's say traditionally in a Matterport model, you would want to go to the kitchen. You're either going to have to get out on the floor plan, figure out where the kitchen is, drop into it, or just go over here to the model or to the menu and hit kitchen, and boom, you're there. It's literally less than a second to get there. So if you have a space where it's large, complex, a lot of data, and you want to navigate in a hurry, this is absolutely a time-saving method. And it's an organizational method. It really helps you keep everything organized. You can get anywhere you want to go. If you want to get to the garage, but it's kind of hard to get to because the doors are closed and you don't know where to go in the model to get there, well, you just hit garage. And it pulls you into our information that we looked at earlier. So everything you need is literally at your fingertips over here on the right. So it really makes it navigable, makes it user-friendly, and you can take all your home assets or your features and list them by categories. So here we have appliances, and if we want to go, say, straight to the dishwasher, well, there it is. Here's your information, and this should pull up the Centrique information for it, which it does. There's your model number, your serial number, your approximate age, your expected life remaining, everything you ever need to know. And also, as you can see here, you can go straight to KitchenAid and get the warranty information. Don't need a sale, but you can get all the user information. Everything you never need is right here from the manufacturer itself. So really handy, really fast. Close that out and get back to where we want to go. So once again, if you want to go out to tools and you say, hey, I want to check out the mower, well, let's go find where the mower is. If you don't know where the mower is, now you do, because it takes you literally into the shed, pulls up the information for that mower, and then you can see other assets in here, like, say, the weed eater or the trimmer. Other information in here. So you really get a sense, and this is going exterior now, so you can get a feel for the exterior. And the beauty of this Pro 3 exterior capture, not to get too crazy here, is you can now measure exterior, where before you we're limited to basically single imagery and non-3D information. Now you can plan all your yard projects, do whatever you want out here on the exterior, just as you would in the interior with a simple, measurement tool. So it really, really gets powerful using the Pro 3 and building a menu-based solution. Simply close out of that, and there we go. So that's about it. I could dig into more of the specific features in the house, but as you can see between the video links, the website links, and the Centrique information, this becomes your living, breathing, asset management tool for a home. And if you're an Airbnb or a Vacasa or a VRBO, owner or a management company, you can really stand out from the crowd and show off your assets. I recently went to a home on the beach around here, and what we saw in the imagery was far different than what we got when we got to the house. And you didn't know what you're getting with appliances. You didn't know what you're getting with other features in the home. When we looked at the imagery on the website that we booked through, the grill appeared to be a nice Weber grill, and when we got there, we pulled the cover off and we saw that the grill was in fact a lower end model with a Weber cover. We were pretty disappointed because there's a Weber in this home, and we know just how functional, how good it is, and the barbecue that we got to use was not nearly as good as we expected, which kind of affected the meal. So it's full transparency, for better or worse. And so, if you've got a really nice build and you got something you want to show off, I think this is highly useful for you. So anyways, that's about all. Thanks for joining us here, and we'll follow up with a new episode shortly. Goodbye.